So this is a problem where we want to take the derivative, but with respect to just one variable. So when you look at this problem, we have s equals g x to the fourth plus 4xp plus g to the power 4. So we do have multiple variables. We have a g, an x, and a p. So there's 3 different variables. And so first we want to find the derivative of s with respect to x. So this means in this problem, x is the only thing we care about. Okay. So the only thing we care about is the x. So technically, this ds over dx, that's telling you take the derivative. So we want to take the derivative of our original function. Okay, so what is this going to equal? So we want to take the derivative with respect to x. So when I look at this first term, I have a g, but x is my only variable, so g just counts as like a constant. So it's just going to stay there, just like if it was a 6. And x to the fourth, that would be 4x cubed. Plus, now to come to your next part, we only care about x. Again, that's our only variable that we care about. So it would be a 4 times, what's the derivative of x? The derivative of x is just 1 times np, because I only care about x at the moment. P is just like a constant, so just pretend it was any other number. Like if it was a 9, I just write times 9. So in this case, times p. Plus, now g to the fourth, do you see any x's? No, so this is just a constant that's sitting there all by itself, and the derivative of constant all by itself is 0. Just like if this was 6 to the power 4, the derivative would just be 0. And you can go ahead and simplify. On part B, we want to take the derivative with respect to p. So now p is our only variable, and we don't care about anything else. So here's our p. That's the only variable we care about. Everything else is just considered like numbers, like anything else. So this g x to the power 4, that would just be 0 because there's no p's in it. And my next one, 4xp. So the 4 is just considered a number attached to a coefficient. The x is just considered like a number. And the derivative of p would just be 1. And g to the fourth, that's just considered any other constant. Like if it was just 6 to the power 4, it would just be 0. And c, let's take the derivative with respect to g. So in this last problem, we now want to take the derivative with respect to g. So that means we have a g here and a g here, and everything else is just a constant like any other number. So it's g x to the fourth. Well, the derivative of g is 1, and x to the fourth is just like any other number, so it would just stay there. And this 4x to the p, there's no g's in there, so everything would be 0. And g to the fourth, that would be 4g to the power 3. So again, the key here is you only look at the variable you care about, and everything else is treated just like a normal number.